So today I'm going to be reviewing this video of rich homie Quan'S family breaking their silence on his death. Um, for those of you who know, he passed away suddenly about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And so far, the only information that we have is that he somehow OD'd. But some of the circumstances surrounding the whole situation kind of don't really sound right. So we're gonna check out this video and see what this person has to say, and I will definitely be giving my commentary. If you like what you see and you hear, thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it.
Hey there and welcome to Scandal Steep. The sudden loss of rich homie Quan, born Dante Devonte Lamar, left the Atlanta music scene reeling. His passing, confirmed on September 5, 2024, by the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office, has triggered a wave of heartbreak, confusion, and reflection. At just 34 years old, Quan's death has prompted deep mourning not only among his fans but also within his family and the larger hip-hop community. His untimely departure has sparked speculation, but what remains consistent is the undeniable legacy he leaves behind, a legacy shaped by both his music and his personal journey. Rich homie Quan's influence on Atlanta's rap scene and broader hip-hop culture is profound. Bursting onto the scene in 2013, Quan quickly became a household name, thanks to hits like Type of Way. He also featured on YG's My Hitta, a track that solidified his place in the mainstream.
Now, I saw some information not too long ago that said that he was getting ready to testify in the Young Thug trial. I don't know how true it is because I did not go and research and see. But supposedly, I believe it was this week actually, he was supposed to be testifying in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I think he was testifying for the state, but I'm not 100% positive. If you guys have any information, leave it in the comment section for me. Thank you.
However, Quan's journey in music started long before these major hits, dating back to 2008 when he worked with the Stack Cash Boys on Stay Down. Quan's backstory is one of resilience and transformation. He was always open about his struggles, including a 15-month stint in DeKalb County Jail at the age of 21. This time in confinement became a pivotal moment in his life, as it was then that he found solace in reading and began creating music. Upon his release, Quan poured himself into his craft, producing a string of mixtapes, such as I Go In on Every Song and Still Goin' In, Reloaded.
I don't know what it is about Boosie, but there's something about him that people who tend to get close to him, something weird or tragic end up happening with these people. I've heard of more than 5 artists that has been associated with him where things ended tragically or they ended up in jail or something like that. So I'm not sure about this Boosie character, but I don't like his energy. It's bad.
His work ethic paid off when Type of Way went gold, attracting remixes from notable names like Jeezy and Meek Mill. This success was followed by more hits, including Walk Through with Problem and Flex, Ooh, 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 in 2015. A track
Ew, ew, ew. This dude is funny.
that became a viral sensation due to its accompanying dance. Beyond his solo work, Quan collaborated with some of hip-hop's biggest names, such as Gucci Mane, Trinidad James, 2 Chainz, Migos, T.I. and Lil Uzi Vert. One of his most significant partnerships was with Birdman's Rich Gang Collective, which included fellow Atlanta rapper Young Thug. Their collaboration on the song Lifestyle became a cultural touchstone, embodying a new wave of melodic rap that shifted the sound of trap music. In 2018, Quan finally released his debut studio album, Rich as in Spirit. The project was a culmination of his years in the game, proving that he was more than just a one-hit wonder. His ability to blend melody with street narratives set him apart from many of his peers, making him a unique voice in Atlanta's ever-evolving hip-hop landscape. Sadly, despite the success and the accolades, Quan'S life was not without its struggles. Reports of his battle with addiction had surfaced over the years, though no official connection has been made between those struggles and his death. His passing has reignited conversations about the heavy toll that fame and the pressures of the music industry can take, especially within the Atlanta rap scene, which has lost several prominent figures in recent years.
I really think these rappers should really stop telling people that they have substance abuse problems, because it seems like, if, let's say for instance, something strange happened with him, it was like not natural, even though they're trying to make it look accidental. Let's say it wasn't an accidental situation. It makes it really easy for them to just blame it on whatever you've already admitted to. So I really wish that they would stop getting up on television and podcasts and interviews and like telling people like, oh yeah, I do Percocets, oh I do this and I do that. Like they should really keep some things close to their chest, because I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I do know that there are a lot of people that use illegal substances, but I don't think you should be telling everybody, because it just makes it a more dangerous situation, if you ask me.
On the day before his death, Quan spoke to a young journalist, joking about feeling old but expressing excitement about his future music plans. Though he hadn't set an official release date, he was gearing up to drop new music ahead of his 35th birthday on October 4. This revelation adds a layer of tragedy to his death, as fans and family alike were eagerly awaiting his next artistic chapter. The details surrounding Quan's passing remain hazy. According to reports, he was found unresponsive by his girlfriend, Amber Williams, after she returned from dropping off their child at school. She immediately called 911, stating that Quan wasn't breathing and had foam around his mouth.
Now, I'm not here to try to judge anybody or anything, but um I don't know too many women who are going to run their children to school without checking on their man first. I haven't seen that, unless she doesn't really care about him. But most women that I know, and I'm probably one of them, if my man is laid out anywhere, wherever, and I know he had a night of partying, I'm going to go check on him before I do anything else. I'm going to get up and be like, yo, babe, you good? Need anything? I'm going to run the kids to school. You need me to pick you up some Sprite? You need some coffee. I know you might have a hangover. Like, you good? You want some breakfast? I don't, her actions to me are weird. I've never seen this before. This is a new phenomenon. Y'all let me know. Am I tripping or is she tripping? Because something's wrong with that.
Despite her efforts and those of the paramedics, Quan was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. The autopsy has been conducted, but the cause of death is still under investigation, with further lab tests pending. Quan's father, who has been a vocal presence since his son's death, has shared his devastation, recalling the close bond they had. Their relationship went far beyond that of a typical father and son. They were best friends, speaking multiple times a day. The day before he passed, we were on the phone 3 times, his father recounted, emphasizing how much they relied on each other for support and guidance. Having grown up without his own father, Quan's dad made a point to be there for his son from the very beginning, ensuring that their relationship was one built on love, trust, and communication. In addition to his music, Rich Homie Quan was a father, leaving behind 4 children. His father shared how Quan was just starting to embrace fatherhood, noting that they had recently spoken about it. "Father, I'm getting this parenting thing down now," Quan had said, a sentiment that resonates even more deeply now that he's gone. This past summer, he had all of his kids with him for a month, a rare opportunity that his father believes might have been a sign that something was coming. Reflecting on those final moments of family time, Quan's father expressed how grateful he was that they had that time together, even if it
It's sad that a man spends time with all of his children and it's considered like a weird thing, or oh, something is coming. It should be very normalized for men to be like having their children at least 50% of the time. Having your children for a month, kudos, but it should be very normalized for men to have their children half the time. I think moms need breaks. And that's just how it should go.
It was all too brief. Quan'S childhood in East Atlanta shaped much of who he became, both as a person and as an artist. He grew up playing football and baseball, even earning a scholarship for baseball before homesickness and other troubles derailed that path. After a stint in jail, Quan made the bold decision to pursue a career in rap, despite his father encouraging him to consider engineering school. It's a slippery slope, his father had said, but Quan was determined to follow his passion, a decision that ultimately led him to greatness. What weighs heavily on his father now is a conversation they had about how artists are often more appreciated in death than in life. "I'm seeing it now that he's gone," his father lamented. The outpouring of love for Quan since his passing has been immense, with tributes from artists like Boosie Badazz and Lil Kim flooding in.
I don't know if you guys know this, but little fun fact that most rappers, when they signed a major contract, the very first thing that the record company does is they go and receive or retrieve a life insurance policy for that person. So when you hear people say things like they're worth more dead than alive, that's what they're talking about.
His father wants people to remember Quan for the trailblazer. He was a hitmaker who didn't just make songs but created anthems that resonated with millions. "My son is one of the greatest artists to come out of Atlanta," he said proudly. Quan's musical talent was undeniable, and his father had the privilege of witnessing it firsthand in the studio. "He never used pen or paper, that's natural talent," he said, confident that Quan's music will live on forever. In fact, Quan had just finished a 20-song project and was planning to shoot 2 music videos. He had also lined up collaborations with 2 Chainz and Handles and was scheduled to perform 2 shows in Miami the weekend he passed away. The loss of those plans only deepens the heartbreak for those closest to him. As the investigation into Quan's death continues, the pain for his family remains raw. His girlfriend, Amber Williams, broke her silence with a heartfelt Instagram post, expressing her anguish and thanking fans for their support. "This pain is unbearable," she wrote, noting that their home no longer felt like a home without him.
I'm extremely annoyed with this lady because, like, why did you not check on that man before you took that baby to school? Like, why? Why? I don't know women like that. I'm sorry. I know I need to get off of it, but I just don't know women who do that. I don't know a woman who knows that her man was partying the night before and leaves him there without checking on him. It doesn't make sense to me. It's so confusing.
The two had been together for 15 years, making the loss all the more profound. Amber's 911 call provided a glimpse into the tragic circumstances of Quan's final moments. She had noticed something was wrong when he didn't wake up from the couch the next morning. Her call, filled with panic, described how she found him unresponsive with foam around his mouth. A
So wait, you panicked when you woke up and noticed that he didn't wake up, but you still took your child to school first before checking on him? Oh my God, make it make sense.
detail that has fueled speculation about a possible overdose. However, the official cause of death has yet to be determined, and rumors remain just that until the toxicology report is complete. The loss of Rich Homie Quan has left an indelible mark on Atlanta's music scene, which has already experienced significant losses in recent years. His contributions to the evolution of trap music, particularly his ability to blend melody with gritty storytelling, have cemented his place in hip-hop history. Quan's influence was instrumental in shifting trap music toward a more melodic, introspective sound, a style that has since become dominant in the genre. As fans, friends, and family continue to process the loss, one thing is certain: Rich Homie Quan's legacy will live on through his music. His ability to create hits that resonated with listeners on a deep level set him apart from his peers, and his contributions to Atlanta's hip-hop scene will be remembered for years to come. Although his life was cut tragically short, the impact he made during his time in the spotlight is undeniable. His family's words serve as a reminder that even in the darkest times, Quan's light will continue to shine through the music and memories he left behind.
farm in the wild, raise animals, and harvest crops